here with Mad Mike Marine. He is the designer and marketer of two board games called Year of the Yuppie and Subway Vigilante. These are put out by Paperback Games. Tell us, Mike, how did you come up with the idea of Subway Vigilante?
Well, Bill, I wanted to come out with something that would be timely and topical and something that everybody was talking about. And according to a Gallup poll, 84% of the American public said they were affected by the Bernard Goetz subway shooting, which happens to be a higher percentage than who said they were affected by the last presidential election. So this happens to be a topic of great interest. And also, by the way, Bill, in this coming December, Bernard Goetz is going to face trial for attempted murder from the shooting on December 22nd, 1984, of 4 youths in the New York subway system.
So what is the game all about? Tell us about the game.
Well, Bill, the game here, which is produced by Paperback Games, as you can see, is a smaller size than a normal board game. It's designed to look like a paperback book. This game here, each player takes a metal gun and 6 metal bullets and starts at Brooklyn, and the object of the game is to get to the Bronx alive. Now, along the way, you may have a few obstacles. There are punk cards and make my day cards, and anybody who loses all of their bullets is in danger of being mugged and forced to start over. It's a fun game. It commemorates an event that is marked in history, and in fact, this coming December 1986, Bernard Goetz goes on trial for attempted murder, and this game will be, again, very popular in stores across this country.
In order to get to the Bronx, don't you have to go through Harlem?
Yes, you do, and of course, when you go through Harlem, there are quite a few punk spaces there. Some people have asked me, don't you think that this maybe gets blacks upset? But actually, strangely enough, Bernard Goetz was cheered in Harlem because they too do not encourage any sorts of violence, and in fact, I think a lot of people support what he did to protect himself.
What is the game Year of the Yuppie?
The Year of the Yuppie game is a spoof on those upwardly mobile adults. And in this game, each player starts out with $50,000 in BMW money and a car. You can have a Porsche, a Mercedes convertible, a Volvo station wagon, a Saab. And the object of the game is to climb the ladder of success, and the one with the most money at the end of the game wins. We have some pretty funny things that happen along the way. You have investment cards, and we have screw-em cards, where you can screw over your fellow friends, employees, and relatives in order to get ahead in this world.
The way of the yuppie.
Yes, it is. In fact, a few of the cards, one of the cards reads, turn coworker into IRS, and you get $20,000 bonus and move up one level. So it's kind of a little poking fun at this new terminology that is sweeping this country in the 1980s, the yuppies.
So didn't you also make a video of Year of the Yuppie?
Yes, Bill. We've come out with a exciting music video that depicts various scenes that yuppies participate in. We have the famous networking party where you go out basically to make contacts and smile phony smiles at people while you collect business cards. We have the aerobic scene, exercise scene, and we have various scenes around Washington, D.C., the Capitol, the Monument, since Washington is a very yuppie town. In fact, I think 3 out of 4 cars in Washington have that middle brake light, which tells you that they are loaded.
We're going to see a clip now of the video Year of the Yuppie.
Year of the Yuppie. It's the year of Volvos, Saabs, and Porsches, dinners of champagne and sipping on Borsches, video dating and networking
Is that you singing in Year of the Yuppie?
Yes, that is, Bill. Mad Mike Marine comes out with satirical songs in the vein of Weird Al Yankovic. Now, I figured if people could accept what Weird Al does as singing, that I could sing. But Weird Al comes out with satires on well-known songs, and I think that that really takes very little talent to spoof an existing song. So I've come out with original music, original lyrics, and I think people will really enjoy hearing these novelty songs, such as the Year of the Yuppie and also the Subway Vigilante song, which is coming out now around Christmas to commemorate the Bernard Goetz trial.
Appropriate time of year, huh? Would you say that you're making a social statement or protest with your games and your videos?
Well, I guess some people with my Vigilante game might say I'm trying to make a killing, but you know, I don't take those comments seriously. But I am trying to lighten up, you know, people's attitudes in this country. I think with the Reagan administration, there's really not much to laugh about anymore. And I think that, yes, I think that people need to laugh, to enjoy. Norman Cousins has promoted laughter as he said, as a cure to cancer. I don't know if it cures cancer, but it relieves stress, it relieves tension, and also when you have a game, you participate with other individuals, and you get to enjoy other people's company instead of just staring in the boob tube like most of you out there are.
Have you thought of making a video of Subway Vigilante?
I have thought of making a video on that, but it's a very sensitive topic. There happen to be some people out there who can't take a joke and who do not really like my game, the Subway game. There have been a few editorials written. The New York Daily News came out with a scathing editorial about this game. So I don't know if a lot of people would enjoy me spoofing that in a music video. So I'm trying to make sure I don't step on too many people's toes by doing something like that.
You've written a book. Tell us about that.
I wrote a book back in 1984, a humor book entitled 101 Ways to Get Rid of a Lettuce Head Doll, which is a little bit of spoof on these Cabbage Patch dolls. See, I was figured back then when Coleco came out with these dolls that people or kids were going to get sick of these dolls, and eventually, as in any fad, they were going to have to figure out how to get rid of these things, since they do take up a lot of room. So I came up with 101 suggestions to mothers out there on how to get rid of your doll. For instance, one of my favorite suggestions is to dress your doll up as a Dallas Cowboy and take it to a Washington Redskins football game. And we have a picture of the doll with a tomahawk in its head. We also have ones such as tell your child that the doll's real mother came home and wanted the doll back. And there are various other humorous ways that we have of convincing your child that it's time to dispose of your old fad doll.
Why did a sick mind such as yours ever become a CPA?
Mm-hmm. I think, Bill, that's the same reason, you know, that a sick individual like you would do a television show. We have to make a living some way, and I figure that as a CPA, which, you know, stands for cleaning, pressing, and alterations, I could make a little bit of money while I try to hit it big in show business. So reality did sink in, and I did.
Thank you very much. We're out of time.
Yes.
And
thanks, Bill, for kicking me off for your next guest. I really appreciate it. You're very subtle. You're a very nice individual, and I appreciate you having me on this show.
And we truly are out of time.
Well,
thank you very much.
You're out of time, and I'm out of patience with doing this show, so I'm taking off anyhow, so thank you, Bill. It's been nice being here. Bye. Bye.
The latest fashions and designer jeans. Tell me, man, what's it all mean? Forget the marches and political political protest. Your only concern is your latest